Hey, welcome back to Trucking California with Velox18. We are out here in Utah. It was 27 degrees last night. Man, had to get my beanie going, but it's actually warming up now. It's not too cold. Almost time to take off the beanie and put the cap on. Put the regular just baseball hat on, trucker hat. You know. So today, man, I got woken up. Got a video call from my wife, and she had Gus in the car, and I guess Gus was just very unhappy that I wasn't home this morning after about a week and a half of me being home every day. He was kind of used to it, and so if you don't know, Gus is my 5-year-old. He's one of the reasons I started this channel. He's a 5-year-old on an autism spectrum, and so he was having a hard morning this morning trying to get ready and go to school. He was having a little bit of a hard time in the car, so they went ahead and got me on the video call right there in the car, and he kind of processed it. He saw me in the truck, and then he said, "Daddy work." I said, "Yeah, Daddy had to go to work." So he understood. He picked it up, and so I was happy. He kind of helped him process that, and I'm a little happy that he missed me, to be honest. There's sometimes where you don't know what he misses and what he loves because he doesn't communicate it all the time. So the fact that he was communicating that he missed me, and that I was able to actually help calm him down, which isn't always the case. Jessica, we know he misses Jessica when she's gone. He makes no mistake about sharing that, but she's his one person in this world, so that's how that works. All the other people are just like, you know, peripheral relationships. That relationship, that one. But anyway, that's how I started my morning off. I was happy that he calmed down when he talked to me, which means that you know, he loves me, and I was able to kind of help Jessica out a little bit, just a smidge. But it's hard being out here on the road, missing my family. But hey, men got to go to work. Even if I was local, I'd be in the truck as much as I am, you know, now. I'd just be sleeping in my own bed and then waking up and getting back in the truck, and probably miss my family just as much as I do now. But anyway, all that to say, it's time for us to make our delivery right here in Utah. And then we got another pickup right after we make this delivery. We got to hustle over to make our pickup and start heading back to California, so that we can see that family of ours, hopefully, if the loads line up right. All right, so anyway, we're gonna roll right around the corner and make this delivery. You guys roll the music. You know how we do it. Roll the dang music. Hurricane. I don't know, but we're gonna go over to Hurricane because that's how it's spelled, Hurricane. But I'll find out when I get over there what people actually call it. And yeah, we got some snow-capped mountains right there in front of me. Digging it. Southern Utah coming through. I like it. So we're gonna get down over here, hop back on I-15 for just a few miles. The pickup's 16 miles away from where I currently am, so we are on our way, starting our clock today, and yeah, gonna have a good day. I can tell it's gonna be a good day. I know it's gonna be a good day. All right, I'll catch up with you guys when we get over to that pickup. right, we made it over here to the shipper and we're in the dock already. They're already loading us. They're probably almost done loading us by now. But you guys see that behind me? Got a mountain behind me, snow. That's actually the mountain that you could see in the driving footage. That was the mountain covered in snow. We just kind of like came around the side of it. So pretty stinking awesome. Here, let me spin it around so you guys can see it. How about that? Yeah, that's what we're looking at today. This is the view. This is the view. That's right. So yeah, we're gonna get loaded up and then we'll hit the road, head back to California. Let's do this. All right. All right, all right, all right. This was quick, man. It's about 1 o'clock. I got over here just before noon. So, and the guy told me, oh man, sorry it took so long. I had to pull your stuff all the way from the other side of the warehouse. I was like, oh, it's all good, man. Don't worry about it. He's like, oh, we normally try and get you guys out of here really quick. I'm like, hey, bro, believe it or not, this was quick. So, right now, we've got 19,000 pounds of ranch dressing headed to San Juan Bautista, California, which is probably about, I don't know, 40 miles from the house, 50 miles from the house, something like that. 40 miles? Yeah, probably 40. I don't know. But it's right out there on Highway 152, Highway 156, actually, where the 152 and 156 split off, kind of by Hollister, California. So anyway, so we're gonna go trucking. Like I said, it's almost 1 o'clock. So we're gonna go, you guys ready to go time traveling? I think we're gonna go time traveling because we're in Utah right now. About 1 o'clock. We got about 25-30 minutes to get to the Arizona border. And when we get to the Arizona border, it's gonna be 12:30 p.m. That's right, we're gonna go 30 minutes back in time when we get to Arizona. So I'm ready to go time traveling, time zone traveling, whatever you want to call it, all right? But we're gonna go time traveling. Let's do this. Hit that fast motion because we're going time traveling. Let's go! All right, we just stopped over here and we're getting some fuel. Believe it or not, see that up there? I stopped at a Pilot. I didn't want to, but I ran myself to where I needed some fuel, like within like the next 100 miles or so. And I could have gone into Barstow and kind of backtracked a little, but I didn't want to do that either. Kind of tight on my drive time right now. I'm coming all the way back. I started in St. George, I went to Hurricane, and then I'm coming back out of Utah. So I'm gonna be pretty tight on my 11-hour drive time on my logbook today. So this is ranch dressing, going to some sort of a like facility that I think they like prepackaged like salad mixes with dressing inside. I think that's what they do. I'm not positive. I'm just trying to put two and two together because it's out there in San Juan Bautista and it's ranch dressing. So I'm just thinking that's probably what it is. But anyway, so I needed to get fuel. This is kind of the timing that it was. There's another fuel stop over there, but I don't know if they have depth at the pump. I don't know any of that. So I'm gonna have to re-strategize on where my stops are and stuff. But for now, I had to get fuel here. I'm just gonna do it, and we'll continue kind of discovering what we want to do. There's a Convoy fuel card. There's Mud Flap app. There's a lot of stuff. I'm looking into all of it right now. All right. That was a cool truck, green Peterbilt. Had some like ghosted in flames right there, like real fine pinstriping type flames. Really cool. So we're headed out here to sorry folks, don't mind me, just borrowing your lane for a second. It's basically a U-turn right there because you come from the frontage road onto the southbound 15 here. But man, that sun is brutal. But yeah, so we should be my guess is that we're gonna be back to the yard around 9:30 or 10. And this load has a delivery window about an hour from the house, maybe an hour and a half. So I'm not positive yet what I want to do. If I want to go and sleep somewhere close to the delivery so that I can kind of we're in California where when you put your blinker on, people race up along next to you so you can't get over, rather than what people do in the rest of the country, which is they get over for you so that, or slow down for you and let you over. California, you put that blinker on, that's an indication for them that they need to speed up because you're about to get in front of them. But anyway, thank you, Little Mountain, for blocking the sun for just a little bit. I got my shades on, but it's still really, really bright. Anyway, so I don't know what if I want to sleep somewhere close to the delivery and take my time off there, or just go home and maybe get less sleep than I would, and maybe have to wake up earlier and maybe kind of run. Because there is a delivery window, I can kind of show up a little bit later to that delivery if I wanted to, but I have another load booked tomorrow. I went ahead and just booked out the rest of the week, so that was kind of while I was over there in Utah. I just started looking at the load boards, and I just put in a few bids on loads and called a couple brokers, and I took a little less than I would have, but I can see what's on the load boards, and what's on the load boards isn't anything crazy. So it's one of those weeks, I can tell it is, where in the game of musical chairs, if you end up waiting, you might end up being the one left, when the music stops, you might be the one left without a chair. I might be left without a load if I really hold out for, some really good high-paying loads. So I went ahead and just took a little bit less than I'd like to take for my next couple loads, but it's all good. It's still profitable. It's just not, as good as it's been in November, December, but we're in January, so it's kind of to be expected that it might be a little lower. So anyway, that is why I'm considering going and sleeping close to the delivery tomorrow morning, because it will get me there you know, as early as possible so that I can get the stuff offloaded and get over to my pickup tomorrow, because there is a little bit of deadhead involved to go get the pickup. So I don't know. I think I'll weigh my options as I get a little closer. When I get to Bakersfield, I've got to decide whether or not I want to run across and pick up I-5 or if I want to go up the 99. So that'll probably be where I make my decision. But you know, we'll just kind of until then, I'll just be mulling it over. But anyway, all right, we're coming into Barstow. I'm gonna grab a Highway 58 right here, go through Tehachapi and drop down into Bakersfield. So I better get to thinking about that right now. Let's roll. Bit of light on the horizon. We've got all of the windmills with their red lights flashing up here on these on the hills headed up to Tehachapi. We're in Mojave. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna go home. Thinking I'm gonna go home, sleep in my own bed. You know, taking 10 off means it'll mean I'm gonna be a little bit late to my appointment tomorrow morning. Well, it's a window, but I'm not gonna get there at the beginning of my window. I'll get there right in the middle of the window, and that might, depending on how quickly they unload me or slowly they unload me, you know, will kind of determine whether or not I'm late to my next pickup. So kind of worried about that, but at the same time, you know, I can't sleep like 30 minutes from my house and say, well, it's, you know, I'm gonna be closer to the delivery. It's like, and I don't know exactly all the little places that I might be able to sleep, and it's gonna be dark when I'm getting over there. So sometimes you don't know there's going to be like a nice wide shoulder or like a little turnout or something that you can park on until you get past it, and then you're like, oh, that would have been a good place to park. But in the dark, you just can't see things, you know, far ahead. So anyway, that is the decision I think I'm going to make. I gotta double check my numbers once we get closer to the house, but pretty sure that's the decision I'm making. So I'll catch up with you guys when we get over there to the yard. You know what? Scratch that. Already changed my mind. It's only been about 5 miles, 5 minutes, but yeah, it's about an hour and 40 minutes, maybe even a little bit longer from my yard, and it's extra mileage. It's going past it a little bit, then cutting over. So I'm gonna do some I'm gonna cut over to the 101 in Bakersfield, cut over well through Highway 46 and Lost Hills, and we'll go up that way out to the 101, and right there in past Robles we'll hit the 101. So I don't know, we'll see what that you know, where I'll end up stopping. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's the new plan. Maybe it'll change, who knows. All right, we made it over here to the side of the road. Now we're about a mile away from our delivery tomorrow morning, and it's just a little shoulder here, a little wide shoulder. There's like a little taco truck across the street, but it does have a sign. Doesn't have no parking signs, but it does have this sign. I don't know if it'll shine through in the light, but it says no unattended vehicles. So the way I feel is this truck will not be unattended because I'll be inside of it. So I think I'm okay, but I feel like there'd be other trucks here if we were good to park here. But I'm gonna stay here as long as I can, as long as no cops come and mess with me or nothing. To me, if they wanted no overnight parking or something like that, they should just put no overnight parking signs. I think I'll be okay, but I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. But anyway, so that's it for this video. This is the end. Don't forget, click that donate button every video I'm doing. We're putting the fundraiser for Love Justice International down there, so click donate. When we hit our goal of $2,000 donated to Love Justice International, we will open the merch store. I had someone accuse me of blackmail in the comments. He made a comment about me, you know, holding the merch hostage until you guys donate $2,000. Well, the fact is, like, people, like, and I replied to him in the comments, but like, people in real life, in like today's world, in like human beings, just like you and me, are actually being blackmailed and forced into labor of all kinds, including prostitution, by people who, you know, get them hooked on drugs, who withhold their identity papers, you know, their visas or their passports. They'll keep those things. They'll tell them, oh, you gotta work because I brought you to this new country and now you gotta work. And anyway, so there's like legitimate blackmail happening around the world, and I would rather fight that than have a bunch of merchandise running around that says Velox 18 on it. It really doesn't matter to me if we have merchandise out or not. I'm mainly doing it to shut you guys up because so many people are asking for it. No, but for real. And I told that guy I'd rather fight human trafficking with well, my light just went out because my battery's getting low. So let me go over here so you can see my face. Now it's orange though, but that's cool. So I told him, I said, hey, I'd rather fight human trafficking with my channel than have you wearing a hat. So I hope that dude never buys any Velox AT merchandise, because really, he doesn't represent what this channel's about. This channel is not just like a you know, whatever, I don't know. It just represents who I am. And who I am is more than just trucking, man. More than just a truck driver out here. I'm a pastor, I'm a father, I'm a husband, and I care about people. And I definitely care about truckers. Try and give as much information as I can on this channel for truckers. Try and like take you guys along with me on this journey I'm on so that you guys can learn from me and all my mistakes I make. But I also feel like, hey, we have this little tiny thing we can do to help people. And yeah, I think we should all have, you know, a way that we can help. There's lots of evil in this world, and I think there's lots of different ways that we can fight it. And so this is just one little way that this channel is trying to fight some serious evil going on in the world. And yeah, so if you don't like it, shove it up your ass, man. Sorry, pardon my French, but it kind of pisses me off when people try to take something good that we're doing and turn it into something negative. Like, nah, I'm not about that, dude. So he's gonna get blocked from the channel. I just wanted to see if he would reply to my comment. Gave him a little bit of time to explain himself, but he hasn't yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and just boot him off. You know, actually, it's not called kicking him off the channel. I think he'll still be able to watch videos, but it's called hiding their comments. So I'll never see his comments ever again. So yeah, that's the plan. So if you guys bring negativity in here and try and act like, you know, something dumb's going on, and you know, try and act like you try and be a troll, you're gonna get treated like a troll. So anyway, that's it for this video. You won't like me when I'm angry, all right? So just be cool, be good, donate to Love Justice International, help end human trafficking, modern day slavery, and you know, see you guys on the next load. Peace.